Hi everybody. Well, first off, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'm going to preface this video with some information before I get into what this video is about. I'm doing two videos here. This is of course the first one, and I'll explain what the second one will be here in just a second. Now, the video that you're watching here, this is Tony and I want to explain this, of course. Tony and I have put our heads together, and we've actually come up with two lists. And that's why there's going to be two videos, because I want to spend time talking about the one list here and the other list in the other video. The list I'm going to talk about here in this video is called the good list. The other list in the other video is the bad list. And in case you're wondering what I'm talking about, the good and bad list that I'm going to be doing in both this video and the following video, it's the good list of good restaurants in this area. And, well, there's one that's in Tennessee. That's kind of good. And then there's the bad list of restaurants in the area. Well, first off, I'm going to do the good list here, like I mentioned before, of restaurants in the area for 2010. And the same will be true for the following video. It's bad restaurants for 2010. Tony and I have sat down and we've compiled our top 10 good and bad restaurants. This actual image is of a blue flame from Guys and Dolls on our good list, for example. Now, I'm going to go over, who is on the good list. This is, in no definite order. So, like, if one of my people that's on this list locally is on here and they're like, how come I'm not, like, number one or whatever? This is just, to be honest, this is, like, our list. It's just, a general list of, like, 10 of our favorite places to go eat. Okay, so don't be offended if you're not number one. And if you end up being number one, don't gloat about it, okay? This is just the, 10 of our favorite restaurants in, order. Now, as to that list, okay? Number one, of course, is Guys and Dolls, where this blue flame is from. Here's what we like about them. Not only are they quote-unquote in our backyard, but we've had nothing but great service from them. We've had not only great service from them, but the food is great, and the owners are really nice people who actually will sit at the bar, because we do eat at the bar when we don't have my parents with us, and the owners will actually sit and talk to us for hours while we eat their food. Okay? Really, they are some really, really nice people. The second place that we like, and there'll be a picture of Tony and I there from Saturday with some friends. The second place that we like is the Hofbrauer House in Newport. Like I mentioned in a previous video, there's only like 3 maybe in the world, maybe a 4th one. Tony swears that there's possibly a 4th one in the States. There's this one, there's one in Vegas, and there's one in Munich for sure. And here's one good thing about them. It's German food in an area that's populated by mostly German people. You think about that. You do the math. I don't have pictures of this, but you can take my word for it. I'm pretty sure I shot a video about this, and I still have it here on my channel. It's the Dixie Chili in Newport. There's another Dixie Chili over in Erlanger, Kentucky. This restaurant, of course, this is mainly about the one in Newport. This is a reasonably priced, non-smoking chili parlor on Mama Street in Newport, and it's part of course, US 27, or it's on Dixie Highway in Erlanger, and this place just rocks. I went to high school with the owner's son, and it has what's called the 6-way spaghetti, which is a 5-way spaghetti plus garlic added on. This is the only chili parlor in the area that has 6 ways, by the way. And if you're going, what is a 6-way? What's a 5-way even? I'll tell you what it is. It's a bowl of spaghetti with chili on top of it. Then that's a 2-way. A 3-way is a 2-way with cheese on it. A 4-way, you get a 3-way with your choice of beans or onions. A 5-way is a 4-way with both beans and onions. A 6-way is a 5-way with garlic thrown on it. Okay, that's what a 6-way is. Alright? We love it. They also make chili cheese fries there. They make chili cheese fries in the area. Matter of fact, when I lived in Asheville, North Carolina, every Thursday was hot dog day at my job. They had fries, they had chili, they had cheese, and I'm like going, ew, you can't get me to eat that. Those hot dogs are soggy. So guess what I was eating? Something from home. Chili cheese fries. People are like, you eat that? And I'm like, yeah, all day back home. All the time. You know, if I could get my hands on some, I'll eat it. Especially if I'm in the mood for it. But yeah, this is a photo here of us on Saturday at the Hoffer House with a couple of Tony's friends here. There's, of course, that last picture was from Jalapenos here in Cold Spring. Well, long story short on them, I needn't rehash a couple of videos that Tony and I did on jalapenos. Matter of fact, you know, here in a bit you'll see some more signs from Jalapenos. You know, they're a pretty good restaurant. Matter of fact, Tony and I ate there for dinner tonight. I ate what I shot a photo of in my video. It's those little, now I forgot what they're called. Something al Calbron. It's good. But, you know, seriously, you know, run over and watch both my video and Tony's video on jalapenos. And these people, you know, are really, really good. They're not too far from us either. You know, send yourself over there if you like Mexican. Well, now, here's the only one that's like a real big, like, quote-unquote name brand chain. Is one of my younger cousins, when they were really little, called it Cracker Barrel. Or Cracker Barrel. Okay, here's what we like about it. It's home cooking done right. You know, I'm from the South. My family's from the South. You know, I know what good eating is. This place over here in Florence is packed at all hours that it's open. And it's for good reason. Both the food and the service in this Cracker Barrel here in Florence, Kentucky, rock. For example, I bought a Christmas present for this year, 2010, a while back, and they gift wrapped it for me for free. And it was for somebody that I'm going to give this gift to them later, like in the next 2 weeks or so. Or actually, yeah, it'll be pretty soon here since Christmas is this week. The servers here are really on their game, and, you know, they're very attentive as well. I mean, they will be over with a refill before you even need it. I'm serious. I mean, they're awesome about it. Number 6 is, of course, Renero's Pizza here in Cold Spring also. I've done a restaurant review on them before. I just felt like naming them here just because, you know, I've heard from the owners that if it hadn't been for my video, you know, the word wouldn't have gotten out as much. But, you know, yeah, I did do a restaurant review on Renero's Pizza. They're still good. One thing that they have now is they have this pizza eating contest. It's for 2 people, and they bring out this huge monstrosity of a pizza and expect you to eat this whole, you and one other somebody, 2 people within 10 minutes to wolf this thing down. I mean, all the way down. I mean, you know, not even a speck left on the tray. I mean, Tony and I got a hold of this pizza once, and I looked at him and I said, if you think I'm going to eat this pizza with you in 10 minutes, you're crazy. I said, I'll be lucky to eat 2 pieces. Okay, I told him, I said, those pieces are huge. I mean, they are huge, huge. I mean, they're like, you know, their regular pizzas come plenty big, but this thing is a monster. I mean, it really is. I mean, even Tony couldn't put it down with, you know, like one of his friends. I mean, it is a huge old pizza. But, you know, it's good though. It's still good. But yeah, run over to Renero's. You can also, while you're, you know, here in my channel, actually look for my Renero's Pizza review. Because like I said, they're pretty dogged good. And I do recommend them highly still. Nothing's changed on that one. Oh, other than the fact that they now deliver, so I just thought I would throw that out there. So, like, since there's snow coming up, here soon, they're predicting, I think, I checked the news report, it's like 2 to 3 inches worth of snow, like Christmas Eve, which is like bizarre for this area because we almost never have a white Christmas. I mean, we might get like a dusting, but that's like it, So, like, if you end up having a white Christmas here in the greater Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area, order some Renero's Pizza if you live in Cold Spring or Highland Heights or Wilder. These people are very good, and they'll be happy. They'll be happy to, take your order. Trust me. You can tell them you watched this video or the other one. Okay. The next one is Red Lobster out in Florence. One thing about Red Lobster here is, I eat a lot of seafood. I love seafood. I will eat seafood faster than I will eat chicken. Seriously. I'll eat it faster than I'll eat beef or pork, too. And seafood is actually very good for your brain and your other body parts. And it also, seafood, from what I've read or heard, actually mellows you out a lot. So, hey, if you want to, get all zen on food, eat some seafood. Of course, back in the day when I was younger, I would go to the Red Lobster in Florence with my family and eat there for our New Year's supper. Another my favorite story about the Red Lobster out here in Florence, Tony and I took his mom, Tony's mom, out there to the Red Lobster in Florence for Mother's Day in 2009. And even his mother, who is very picky, loved the food. She loves the food. And what's even funnier about the whole situation is my mother-in-law had never, ever eaten a Red Lobster prior to last year when we took her. I'm serious. So we told her, it's like, okay, you're going to try something different, is what we told her. And we're going to take you somewhere we're 100% sure you've never been, and we're going to make sure you eat some good food. And Red Lobster is some good food. And the staff there has always been pretty nice. There's a Red Lobster in Ohio near us, in Cincinnati on Ohio Pike, but, I've not been there, God, in like 2 years. Tony and I would prefer to, stay in Kentucky. Now, number 8, this is the one that, like I mentioned before, actually, is, the one that's got, it too is another big chain like Cracker Barrel and Red Lobster. I want to talk about this one a little bit more at length. Tony and I have managed to forget the name of the house wine that this restaurant has that we absolutely love. It's like a blush wine, but we love it. I mean, it's really good. We brought home a bottle of it once, and Tony, being the goober that he is, accidentally threw away the bottle because I was going to do this restaurant review stuff for 2010, and I could use the name off the bottle. But oh no, Tony's a nut and totally forgot and tossed the bottle on me. But there's this really good thing. It's like, I'd say like $20-$30 for a big, huge bottle. I mean, it's not like a little itty bitty little runt bottle. I mean, it's one of those big, round, fat bottles that, the Italian restaurants have. And oh my God, it's good. I'll tell you what. It's an Italian restaurant, of course. It's Olive Garden. Tony and I ate on our honeymoon at the Olive Garden. I think it was in somewhere between Sevierville and Pigeon Forge. The two of us got drunk, bad drunk that night. We had to sit at the Olive Garden and sober up before we could leave. Or one of us had to sober up enough to drive back to the hotel. It was funny, but that restaurant was pretty cool. It was definitely different from the one up here in Florence. Of course, the one up here in Florence just got remodeled recently, and I, of course, have pictures on my cell phone, which I, of course, have not transferred over to where I can, actually show you, what it looks like, or some of what it looks like. And besides, those photos are real bad, grainy anyway, so I don't think y'all would like seeing those photos. But the Olive Garden people out here in Florence, oh my gosh, they are some of the nicest people. I mean, we've never had a bad experience there. I always get the seafood Alfredo. Like I mentioned before, I eat, a lot of seafood. I mean, I just, Tony and I like getting the unlimited salad there too, which is what we got the last time. I've never known of myself to get something other than the Alfredo. I mean, it's very rare that I do. Because that's like my favorite food, because, it just tastes good. Long story short. Seriously. Oh, and by the way, Richard, if I end up talking for a big length of time on this video and the next one, it's not deliberate. I know you complain about people that yapped for, 30 minutes or more. I just wanted to stop here and say, Richard, if I go over, like, a certain length of time, like I am now, I've noticed I'm up to, like, over 16 minutes right now, you'll live, because there's worse things. Oh, this, by the way, this dessert here, that is what Tony got for his birthday on Saturday. That's from the Hofbräu House. Tony said that was the best dogged dessert we ever had. And at the Hofbräu House, and I forgot to mention this when I was talking about the Hofbräu House earlier, Tony and I got this big old plate for like $30. It feeds 2 people. Okay? It had 2 pork chops, 3 kinds of wurst on it, some cabbage and potatoes and sauerkraut, and it was really good. We also split an appetizer tray with that couple that you saw in the picture from the Hofbräu House earlier. We had a good time. That appetizer had 2 things of 2 pretzels, a bunch of fried zucchini, had sauerkraut balls, and potato pancakes in it. Huge potato pancakes too, by the way, might I add. Extremely good. I mean, I couldn't eat it all. It's a good thing Tony didn't ask me to help him eat that dessert, because I would have probably puked. I mean, seriously. I mean, it was a whole lot of food. And for $30, I mean, trust me, for $30, that'll feed 2 people without a problem, because, I mean, it's a lot of food. And the cabbage stuff they had on it, oh my god, that was awesome. So was the wurst, and so was the pork chops. And then there was some other meat on there, and I'm not 100% sure what that third meat was. I couldn't tell you, but I know that was decent too, whatever that was. But Tony did say that this dessert here that you're looking at was awesome. He said that was just, oh my god, some of the best food he's eaten. And I was like, yeah. Tony, incidentally, in case some of you are wondering, did have a very good birthday. Well, too good. I want to, also, speaking of his birthday, I'm going to provide the link. You'll see more pictures from his birthday and everything. I've got it on my blogger page here, so I'll make sure to include that. But that aside, back to this list. I digress. Well, we got 2 restaurants left. One of these restaurants, I've got to say, I've been doing some reconnecting with some of my classmates from high school on Facebook, and we've actually gotten to talking about the one restaurant, because there used to be another one here in Kentucky, and now there's only just one of them left that we know of, and it's over in Ohio. I would love to see this restaurant come back into Kentucky. I know I'm kind of dragging this out, but, it's just, you live. Because I have some other things I want to share too. The number 9 restaurant is Mitchell's Fish Market. No surprise, it's another seafood restaurant. They're pretty good. They're the Mitchell's Fish Market that we know of, and granted this is another chain, but this Mitchell's Fish Market is located at Newport on the Levee. It's like between the actual Newport Aquarium and the main building of Newport on the Levee. This fish market is so fresh. Their actual catchphrase on their stuff, like their menus and stuff, is any fresher and it would still be in the ocean. I mean, it's the God's honest truth. This stuff at Mitchell's Fish Market, and Tony can vouch for this because he used to work at the levee as security. This stuff is delivered fresh every day to the market, the fish market, and it's really good. I mean, it's like their mahi is really good. There's like some other stuff. Tony actually did a restaurant review of them. So, you know, I think I have, if you look on my playlist here, I think it's actually in the playlist about Tony's restaurant reviews or something like that. And I think the one for jalapenos as well is in there, and I forgot to mention that earlier when I was talking about jalapenos, but I wanted to mention that now since I'm talking about Mitchell's. Another thing about Mitchell's that's really good is, you know, the wait staff. I mean, they are on their game. I mean, they, you know, are just on top of it. You know, I mean, they are very attentive, very professional, very courteous, and very, you know, well trained. Now for number 10. This is the one that I had mentioned previously, that this one is like the only one in the area that I know of, and some of my classmates and I were talking about it on Facebook back and forth about, you know, this place rocks. It's the Roy Rogers in Batavia. There used to be one on Carruthers Road in Newport, Kentucky, and it went out of business like years and years ago. But everybody that I think I went to high school with, or a good number of them, ate at this Roy Rogers in Newport. And we all loved it because, I mean, it puts Arby's to shame. I'm serious. I mean, it really does. I even got Tony to try it. Because I went somewhere to do something one time and went past where this Roy Rogers is. Of course, there is one catch, and I've mentioned this before, and we've talked about Roy Rogers kind of like in passing in several videos, Tony and I have. This Roy Rogers in Batavia is cash only. That's the only problem with it. You know, you have to go with cash in hand. You know, some, you know, dead presidents. But this place is awesome. I mean, the food is just made to order fresh, and it's really, really, really good. And it's just, you know, I mean, they have this apple strudel dessert thing. I mean, it is really, really, really good. And I think it even has like cheese in it. But I mean, it's good. I mean, seriously. You know, but that's the top 10 restaurants. And again, in case you forgot, it's Guys and Dolls, Hoffer House, Dixie Chili, Jalapenos, Cracker Barrel, Ronero's Pizza, Red Lobster in Florence, Olive Garden in both Sevierville and Florence, Sevierville, Tennessee, and Florence, Kentucky, Mitchell's Fish Market, and Roy Rogers. You know, these folks are all, you know, on my good list. So, you know, go pay these restaurants a visit, you know, in the area. And anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, and hang on for video number 2 of, you know, the good and bad of 2010. Alright?